Square Enix has released new information regarding Ishgard's residential district, Empyreum, which will be released in patch 6.1 this April. We'll go over the important details as well as some personal commentary about the new lottery system in place. The Empyreum will consist of 48 wards, 24 for the main ward and 24 for the subdivision ward. As for the purchase methods of the plots, there are two ways. One is the first come first serve system and the second one being the lottery. As of patch 6.1's release, all available land will be under the lottery system. In earlier letters from the producer, they stated that should there be a need for additional housing wards, that's when the first come first serve system will be implemented. Let's now talk about purchase availability. Plots are restricted for purchase by free companies or private buyers. This means that there are dedicated plots for FCs only. This is good for starting FCs who want to have a house of their own without the need to compete against private buyers for a plot. However, I think this won't stop players from making FCs in order to buy additional houses, and it definitely feels bad if that were the case, when a player who creates an FC just for the sake of owning an additional plot wins over an actual FC who genuinely needs it. Another important thing to note is that there will be no more price reduction. Plot value no longer deteriorates over time and will retain their initial posted value instead. Let's talk about the lottery system. The lottery system lasts for 9 days in real life per cycle. The first 5 days are for entries. The last 4 days are for results and finalizing purchases. Scheduled maintenance will affect some lottery cycles, making them shorter. And a new cycle begins as soon as the results period of the last one has ended. The lottery status can be seen via the housing tab, so be sure to keep in that if you haven't already. Mine is Shift plus Evich. So let's talk about the entry requirements. If you are a private buyer, one of your classes must be at least level 50. You also must hold the rank of second lieutenant or above in one of the grand companies. Do note that it doesn't say that you have to complete the story up to a certain point, so I'm guessing that as long as you can access districts like Empyreum and or Shirogane, you'll be able to join the lottery as long as you can fulfill these requirements. If you're a free company representative looking to purchase a house for your FC must be at rank 6 or above. It also must have 4 or more members. The representative must be authorized by the FC to purchase or relinquish land. Finally, the FC representative must have been a member of the FC for 30 days or longer. This is a new requirement that will be introduced in patch 6.1. Also, all requirements must be fulfilled at the time of both entry and purchase. The purchasing process by itself is pretty easy and straightforward. First is that you click the placard of the plot that you want to purchase, and then you choose enter the lottery. Then you have to agree to the lottery terms and conditions, which I wish we have more information on, and throw in your money. Once you've submitted a lottery entry, it cannot be withdrawn. A window will pop up showing additional details, which you can also access via the housing tab, so keybind it already. Here's how you check the results. First is you go back to the placard of the plot that you want to purchase to see if you have won. If you've won, you must finalize your purchase within the 4-day results period. If you are relocating from an existing plot, you are refunded 50% of your previous plot's value. However, the refunded amount can't be more than the value of the new plot. So it's kinda sad for some reason if you are moving from a large plot into a smaller one. If you fail to claim your plot during the results period despite winning, your claim to that plot will be forfeit and the 50% cancellation fee will be deducted from your deposit. And speaking of refunds, all refunds should be claimed after 90 days of that lottery cycle's results period, or else they will be sent to the void. And of course, if you didn't win a plot, 100% of your deposit will be refunded. And obviously, you can only confirm results and accept refunds from your homeworld or server. Also, plots that are empty during the lottery period will be marked as unavailable, so there will be no lottery on those, and they will be available during the next lottery cycle instead. It is also important to note that you won't be able to confirm lottery results or accept refunds from your previous homeworld if you opted for a server transfer during the lottery period. Also, once you've transferred, you'll have to wait for the next lottery period if you want to participate. Personally, I'm just really relieved to see that the free server transfers will happen way before the server shuffle. As the leader of a free company in Ramu, which is going to be transferred to Meteor Data Center, we have been making plans to move back to Elemental, with I and some of my officers considering spending to boost alts just so we could participate in the Empyreum opening and try to secure a plot for our FC and have it prepared for the rest of the members to move in. This makes things a lot easier because number one, we then have to spend additional amounts for it, and we can have the rest of the FC move in earlier to the server we're transferring to and prepare to help secure a plot for our FC once 6.1 hits. While I like that FC and private plots are are restricted in use, I'm not a big fan of the requirements needed for a representative to purchase a plot on the behalf of the FC. I believe that the same private buyer requirements, such as being level 50 and such, should be implemented as well for FC representatives because, nothing's stopping a greedy housing enthusiast to make a placeholder FC and fill it as early as now with alts, either by working with friends or other greedy housing enthusiasts in order to clear the 30-day membership requirement, and then have them place their bets on as many FC-only plots as possible. Not encouraging anyone to game the system, by the way, but I'm pretty sure someone somewhere out there will find a way to exploit this just to get an additional plot for themselves. And as I've said earlier, it just feels bad if someone like that gets a FC-only house from the lottery instead of an actual FC looking for a home. As for the other details, I don't really care much except for that I'm happy that better systems are in place. The days of staying awake and fighting clicker bots will soon be behind us. On my end, I just want a house for my lalas, man, and I hope that we'll manage to win one. Thanks for watching and have a great day.